Welcome everyone to the North American Rival Series B stream. I am Vaudable, and joining me for today's journey of the 4 matches we have on lock is Ryan and Meet and Greek. How are you guys feeling about being the first ones to really get a good look at some of these teams?
Oh, it's quite an honor, I gotta say. We have a lot of really great teams lining up in the Rival Series this season. And I mean, 7 teams brand new to the Rival Series. It's going to be really impressive, and I really just can't wait to see a lot of these teams just, make their waves.
Yeah, I'm the same. I have the same feelings as Ryan. Vod, I'm so excited for today. We have 2 really good matchups that we're going to talk about very shortly, but goodness, there's a lot of exciting things that are changing, not only for this season, but for the future as well. So what more could you just not wait for?
It's going to be great. There's so many changes to this season, the way that people qualify for RLCS, how many teams there are. Now there's 10. We had 3 able to remain in the Rival Series after either demotion or just getting 3rd and 4th seed. So I'm going to leave this up to you, George. Why don't you tell us about the changes in the format for this season?
Okay, so of course we have the group stage. Nothing's really new here. It's going to run from today until November 8th. It's going to be, of course, round robin, best of 5. Nothing really new. However, our top 4 teams will qualify for the regional playoff, and those finishing 5th and 6th, they will stay here for another season of Rival Series. Those finishing 7th through 10th will have to re-qualify via the open qualifiers next season. The regional playoffs, which are new, are going to be November 23rd. They are a best of 7 double elimination bracket where 3rd and 4th seeds from league play will play against each other in the lower bracket, and 1st and 2nd will play each other in the upper bracket to determine the 2 teams to auto qualify into RLCS. That's not Rival Series, that's RLCS Season 9. The bottom 2 teams from that will go to the promotion playoffs, where they will play the bottom 2 teams from RLCS Season 8, and then from there we'll see who qualifies going forward.
It's going to be pretty amazing to see how many teams have a chance to make it into the RLCS this season, prove themselves, and have multiple chances to do that too. Not all going to rely on one single promotion tournament. They have the regional playoff, and then they have the promotion tournament. It's going to be a great time. But another great time that we have ahead of us is going to be this first matchup. Why don't you just break down who these 2 teams are, and also announce, for those who might not know, who Chaos are, Ryan?
Yeah, so our first matchup is going to be Afterthought versus Team Chaos. Team Chaos, formerly known as Plot Twist. That team has been in the Rival Series for a little while now. They made it in last season, and they managed to hold their ground, so they are still there waiting for their chance to try and move up into the RLCS. But Afterthought, they were a clear favorite coming in through the play-ins, and everyone, and I mean everyone in the bubble scene had a lot of respect for these guys. So I'm looking to see them make some huge impacts here in the Rival Series this season.
It's going to be pretty great. George, what are your thoughts about this new organization coming in, picking up Plot Twist, and this matchup? I know most people are probably looking forward to this one. And why are they looking forward to this matchup between Chaos and Afterthought?
Well, here's the thing. This is going to be a very close matchup. I actually talked to renowned Rocket League player T. Bates, and I got his feelings about about the rankings for this season of Rival Series, and he told me, quote, first place will be Afterthought. He says that Afterthought's going to take league play. Then he said 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th will be a tie between Chaos, Bullsend, Linked Up, and RBG. And then 6th plus will be whoever's left. So, of course, real quick, let's get our chat in on this. Exclamation point Chaos, exclamation point AFT in the chat. Vote for who you think is going to take this one. I also spoke to Shock before this series is going to start, and he told me that their team is feeling pretty confident. If we come in playing up to our potential, we should come out with a win. Now, Aftershock, of course, on Afterthought. Last season, 6th place in Rival Series with a completely different team. That team had Hato, Ty Not Tyler, Shock, of course, and Dino. The new squad, though, Shock, Sathu, and Dapper, is extremely scary. It's why everyone's thinking that this is going to be like preemptively the best team. On the other side of things, we got a lot of content. I talked to Mektos, and he said in all capital letters, we're confident, and our plan is to go in confident and try to play like we need to and do things we've been working on in scrims. Of course, Chaos EC last season, 3rd place in Rival Series as Plot Twist. And Mektos and Toroko, of course, staying in, bringing Corrupted G in place of Pirates. Grills is their sub. Sad Jr. is their captain. So it's their first day in a new org, their first matchup for this season of Rival Series. It's going to be a lot.
It's going to be pretty great to see how both of these teams perform. A lot on the line for them, especially because most people are thinking they're both going to have a shot at that regional playoff and have a chance to qualify for the RLCS. But that's enough breaking down the teams and the matchup. I'll give this over to you guys so you can take it away with our first matchup, Afterthought versus Chaos. I'm pretty excited to see how things go.
Yeah, so going into this next matchup, we have Afterthought versus Team Chaos. Afterthought, again, that team consisting of Sathu, Dapper, and Shock. Sathu, formerly of Space Station Gaming there in the RLCS. He was a big name and often referred to by Garrett G as one of the best calmers in the scene. So he's gonna be taking charge of this team, and we're gonna be looking to see him kind of help hold things together for them. But this team, they're very aggressive, and they can definitely put some goals in if you give them the chance.
Yeah, and just really quickly swinging back to what our chat is saying, it's split very evenly, 50-50. Chat has not decided who's going to take this game, Ryan, and I'm gonna throw it right back to you first because I want to know what your prediction is going to be.
Oh man, this is going to be a tough one, but I had Sathu on my show the other day, so I'm leaning towards him. I got a sweet spot for him, but he's also just shown time and time again that he's a star player, and that Dapper as well. Dapper finally making his way back into the Rival Series after so many attempts, and I mean, I'm just super excited for him. And I just really believe this team has a lot of potential, and in the words of Reddit, this team can do some damage.
This team can do some damage. Well, Ryan, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one just because of the caliber of team that Afterthought is. I'm not thinking it's going to be just quite a sweep, though. I believe it's going to go to all 5 games. It'll probably be a 3-2 in favor of Afterthought, but it's going to be so close. Chaos can really take this one if they really get it going early on. I think that's going to be a big key for them in this series. If they score that first goal, and not just the first game, of course, but in every single game, and build up that momentum, I think they can bring it all the way to a victory.
Well, we're going to have to see how that pans out. But it's going to be a close one. And I mean, also just us being able to start off the Rival Series season, it's just exciting. It's an honor for both of us. And I mean, really, again, just can't overstate how exciting this is. 10 teams now. First time we're doing this. Going to be a lot of games for us all to be covering throughout the rest of this.
Yeah, it is. And of course, folks, we have 4 matches for us this evening. Ryan and I are going to be starting it off for you all. And then I believe we're going to be passing it to Samael and Dazarin in the later half of this broadcast. And they're gonna do a great job. They're going to keep you comfortable and well suited for our matches throughout today. But we have a lot of content for you all coming up. But we're going to get into this matchup as soon as possible, as soon as our wonderful players are ready to go. So Ryan,
just getting ready to hop on in this game. But so quick question for you, really. What are some of the things that you're looking at here for this Team Chaos team? I mean, they have Corrupted G, formerly of RLCS, and then we also have Sathu, formerly of RLCS, and Dapper. So I'm kind of curious, what are some of the things that you think are going to be keys to success here?
Keys to success is going to be communication, of course. This Afterthought team's been through a lot, but Chaos here, a veteran squad. But we have 5 minutes on the clock, Ryan. I'm going to hand it right back to you. Our chat has been itching to see this game start, and welcome everyone to the Rival Series.
We have Afterthought here on the blue team and Team Chaos over there in the orange. Corrupted E trying to take it fast. Can't get it away from Dapper, though. Sathu not able to get to that one in time, and Mektos is going to sneak it through.
Yeah, this is almost a kickoff goal in a way, but Dapper, I like the idea of trying to take that one downfield off the sidewall, but just gets right into the hands of Mektos, throws it right on target. Early lead here for Chaos. Let's see if they can ride this wave.
Definitely thought Sathu was going to be able to get a tire or two on that one, but we are already seeing them come out with a lot of aggression. Dapper trying to get it out of the corner here. Gets it past Mektos. Albert Sirocco is there to send it right on back. Into the corner goes Corrupted G, trying to center it up. Shock will make the touch right there, but again, Chaos continue the push into the blue half. Finally, Shock breaking down. Corrupted G gonna try and control this one up and away. Oh, and Dapper not able to get to it in time. Right now, we're seeing teams kind of just send it back and forth at the moment, trying to get those plays underway. Sirocco sends it down to Sathu. Sathu following this one along. Can't get away past Corrupted G. Challenge coming in nicely. Taroko with another one to send it back. Oh, and a shot attempt from Sathu just swat away. Gonna be cleared downfield. Shock looking to try and drop it. Can't quite get it past Corrupted G though. Sathu coming in hot. But a great push out to the corner by Taroko. Right now, we're seeing Team Chaos do a great job holding on to this, putting up some solid defense.
Yeah, you can see the demos coming out for Afterthought as well. They're playing very aggressive, and Shock actually almost puts a shot on target. We're seeing the Afterthought offense getting a glimpse of hope, and they're trying to equalize here. But again, we're still very early into this matchup, and they're just trying to whittle away at this Chaos defense.
Yeah, and man, it is just so hard right now. Afterthought, again, they're one of those teams that if you give them the opening, they will take it every single time. So Chaos doing a really good job right now. Dapper sends it down to the orange corner, following through. Can't get it past Mektos, though. Up and away, dropping out to Sathu, and that's a poor position. We see Dapper a bit too aggressive there. Back out to the side, Shock coming in. Can't get it past the challenge with Mektos. And I think the big thing we're seeing right now is the challenges coming from Chaos are just so crucial.
Well, Ryan, you're right. They're crucial, but they're also very fast. Afterthought is having almost no time to react. And essentially, you have to trust your third man back, and you have to make sure that you're always in your specific rotational slot in order to make that save.
But the rotation's coming out really nicely here. That one close, but Shock keeps it safe. Sathu controlling it downfield. Trying to see if he can get it past one. Can he get it? Oh, Shock not up enough to receive that pass. Dapper trying to get the center right back up. Challenges it nicely. And we're starting to see Afterthought keep it in the orange half a bit more. Trying to find that breakaway moment. Sathu dropping it out. But Mektos with that back wall defense. Shock coming in. Can't get it past Corrupted G. Dapper pitches it out to the mid. Oh, and Corrupted G again takes it out to the side. Just Afterthought really struggling to find these openings.
Yeah, and what Chaos is doing extremely well is that they're taking these clears and throwing them not just downfield, but most of the time to one of their offenders, and they're continuing plays. The transition is so key for them to keeping this ball on the blue half of Afterthought and minimizing their offensive possessions.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Just minimizing those offensive possessions because, again, you give them too much room to work with, and they are going to take it every time. But, again, this is best of 5, but Dapper sinks one through. Just this threading the needle so beautifully.
No, absolutely. Shot placement so clear because Mektos was right there. He was going to make that save, but I don't think he had enough boost in the tank. So throwing that ball up for 90, exactly what you got to do to tie this series up.
Definitely hanging on tight. Afterthought giving themselves a chance now. Sathu trying to get up after it. Shot, swat away. Dapper following it into the corner. Oh, that's not quite the touch he was looking for. Shock has to come in and try and keep it safe. Gotta be super careful. Everything on the line. This next goal could very well be it. Sathu tries to pop it off the sidewall. Taroko is there. And again, we're having a little bit of communication stuff going on there. Shock tries to pop it off the sidewall. Again, Taroko swats it away. And Taroko just looking really good on the defense here. Sathu falling out to the side. Shock coming through, wins the challenge! Oh, no way!
Oh, and this is where midfield aggression pays off so well here. Take a look at this. Shock read that entirely, just like a book. Able to take the lead for Afterthought. Only 12 seconds left. I don't know if Chaos is going to have enough time to tie this one up.
I don't know either, but that goal was amazing. Just a fantastic read, like you were saying, from Shock. Dapper tries to take it away. Mektos trying to give his team a chance here. Not going to be good enough. There's an opportunity.
What?
And Mektos sinks it!
Mektos! Are you serious right now? 0 seconds left. This ball is rolling on the ground. Mektos is up to get that in the air. Dapper, if he wasn't there, that was still going to go in, and we have overtime.
And Mektos playing so well for his team right now. Forcing overtime. We're off to a great start for this series.
Seriously, are so much action. 2-2 overtime in game one. This is going to be a long best of 5.
I mean, you can't ask for a better opening game for the rival series. Shock going up, tries to take it away. Gets that second touch. Oh! However, Taroko will keep it safe. Going out to the side. Sathu trying to delay the play so the defense can reset. Back out. Shock clears it out. Taroko up and away. Dapper can't manage to win that challenge the way he wanted to. And we're starting to see that midfield defense come through for Team Chaos.
Yeah, and that's what their key is here as Taroko edges out the defense. I actually want to take a look at where they were because Shock was in position. Sathu, unfortunate touch there, and I did not see where Dapper was on that rotation, and Chaos are dead game one.
And it comes so close, just comes right down to the wire. Just one mistouch is all it's going to take to put you down in the series. But very close all in all. Why don't you just kind of break it down for us here, Greek?
Well, right here, Chaos just basically stole this game. Coming in here, of course, tying it up 0 seconds left, and then going to overtime. They had so much momentum, Ryan. You can't stop that. You can't at all. But, of course, defensive errors. They plagued Afterthought. That 0-second goal should never have been allowed to happen. And, of course, that goal in overtime, your rotation should be there to have your third man back at least. I don't know where Dapper was on the play. Not putting the blame on him as well because Shock and Sathu were kind of double committing in that same area on the front post of that box. You can't allow that to happen, and that's just some communication errors that you got to really wrinkle out here in this, well, not just first game of this series, but the first game of rival series. There's a lot going on here, and you got to fix it up, especially because this is the team that everyone's calling the #1 team for the entire league.
No, you're absolutely right. Everyone has so much belief in this team. Everyone just really thinks that this team has what it takes to come out on top. And it's really, there's a lot weighing on these guys. They've got to step up. And again, it comes down to that communication, comes down to having those proper rotations. So hopefully they can kind of fix that up going into this one. That's game one. You know, they get the jitters out of the way and we're right back into it. Sathu controlling it. Can he get it past? Corrupted G is there. And again, when you have such a solid player as Corrupted G, you're going to have to work a bit harder to get that one through. But Corrupted G again takes it out to the side. Taking it up, Sathu. Taroko again there on the back wall. Huge shot downfield, but there's no opening as Shock gets it. Dapper coming close on that shot. Oh, and Sathu tries to push it through.
That's a shot you wish he had back. That's a definite 100% goal. But you just couldn't find it on target.
No, and you have to put those on target. You can't let those opportunities get away from you. Sathu taking it out to the mid, trying to get the pass off the Shock. Not going to be good enough as Mektos follows it out. Taking it with control, flicks it up high. Dapper gets bumped, but still pulls off the save. Dapper now demoed out of the play. Sathu clears it away. Dapper taking it back out. And we're starting to see some of these demo plays come through. What do you think Afterthought really need to try and be working on here, though, to punch through this defense? Because Team Chaos are really holding down the fort.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, Ryan, it's consistency. We've had plenty of shot opportunities come out from Afterthought, but none have had really great shot placement. Sans the Dapper shot from game 1, as that went in off Dapper. That's unfortunate.
And again, we just see the misplays. Just what we were talking about earlier, you've got to make sure that everyone is ready for these. Just those poor touches right there in front of the net. You really hate to see it.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because Dapper literally just rotated into that, and you saw him reversing, trying to get the save. That's the kind of save you want to make as you're running into the back post.
Yeah.
You don't want to already be in net and have that coming towards you.
Exactly, and again, it just shows how crucial rotating to that back post is. Shock trying to punch that one through, but Taroko blocks it out. Sathu trying to continue the offense again. Mektos, though, the back wall defense has been phenomenal here from Team Chaos. Taroko controlling it out on the wall. Trying to get it past, gets past one, but can't get it past the other. Sathu trying to make something happen here. Pass off to Dapper. Shock has to come through to finish it. Oh, and he does!
Shock barred down. Let's take another look at this play as Savvy was able to get it past the defense with the help of Dapper, and of course off the backboard, Shock's coming in to finish the play. And yeah, you got to ask yourself, where was the Chaos backboard defense? Someone has to be up there to get that ball away and clear it downfield, turn that into a transition play and bring up the offense.
Yeah, and they've been doing so well in that backboard defense, so it was kind of uncharacteristic to see such an opening from them. But again, Afterthought, you find the opening with them, they're going to take control. Safi throws it up, Corrupt the G taken out to the side, passes off to Mektos. Up and away. Dapper going in for the challenge against Sirocco. Can he get the second touch? Oh, just goes wide.
And all these free goals for Afterthought, but they just cannot finish. Granted, they scored and tied the game here, but you can't pass up those opportunities.
No, you definitely can't, and that's one of the things that we're seeing is they keep getting really close with these shots, but they're not quite putting them on target, so they've got to shapen up that accuracy a bit more. Dapper up. Shot downfield by Taroko, demoed out as Sathu. That left an opening there on the defense, but they filled it in quite nicely. Back out. Dapper up. Pushing it downfield. Trying to look out for a pass to Sathu, possibly. Can they make it work out? Oh, and Dapper almost! What on earth?
That was a wild play there. I think, oh my goodness, I think Corrupted G got bumped into that ball to make the save. That's unbelievable.
It looked so good. Again, Afterthought getting closer and closer with every shot. So if you're on Team Chaos right now, you gotta be sweating a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because this Afterthought team, they're hunting right now, Ryan. They are hunting at all the way, but you can't give up on Chaos yet. Their offense is still looking pretty good.
No, the offense still looking great. That defense still really has only a few gaps happening every now and then. So again, they're still really good in that regard. Gonna see Dapper go up on that one. Corrupted G swatting downfield. Oh, and there's a huge opening!
Oh!
But Sathu just barely scrapes in on it. So close. Corrupted G gets that challenge on Sat. There's Sathu with the shot. Mektos trying to boom it away. Controlling this one nicely. Shock is there, but he doesn't get the touch. Dapper gonna pick up a savior medal on that one. 30 seconds left. Trying to get it away. Oh!
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh!
No way. This is such an excellent play, but Safi, unfortunate. Looked like he just didn't get enough on that ball, but Taroko reading that pass from Mektos all the way through, and he could have placed that ball anywhere in the goal. He was going to score 2-1 now for Chaos, trying to take match point in this series.
And Chaos finding their way through that Afterthought rotation so well. I mean, Afterthought, again, that rotation, they've got to fix up some kinks with it. Swatting it downfield. There's Corrupted G trying to take a shot. Wants to seal the deal on this one. Mektos trying to take it away. Dapper. Pass off the Shock. Oh, there's a win right here. Sathu up off the backboard. Taroko gets the touch, though. keeping it live. Oh, and he
so
almost gets it. No.
That was so close. Oh my goodness. So many opportunities for Afterthought. It's actually kind of crazy here, Ryan, because you think they would have taken the lead in this game with how many open nets and how many opportunities they were given, and Chaos in the end, they just go and make it look so easy with all their goals on Afterthought. Like, I mean, one of them just went off Dapper, so like you kind of can discredit that one. Like that one's a fluke. But when they came in with that pass play to, I believe it was Taroko, like, what's going on here with the Afterthought defense? It's almost making me question, like, maybe it's just like first series of the season. It's some, like, maybe you're nervous. Maybe it happens. There's a lot of pressure on this Afterthought team, but it's just not looking really characteristically like the Afterthought that we know and love.
No, and that's the thing is they've been caught flat-footed a couple of times in their rotation. That last goal from Chaos was just gorgeous, like we were saying. They found the moment where Afterthought weren't really getting that rotation underway, and they took full advantage of it. And so really, less so than Afterthought just making mistakes, I think it's Chaos just really stepping up and finding the exploits where they can.
This is a team that's very confident going in today. Chaos trying to get the sweep to start their season, solidifying them as the top team. I mean, only temporarily, of course.
I mean, hey, what better way to get off, you know? What better way to start up?
Absolutely. A sweep to begin your season, that's a huge momentum boost.
Well, not only that, but against a team that everyone has favored so much in Afterthought. I mean, you can't ask for a better start to your week. But here we go. Game number 3 underway, and we have Chaos up 2-0 in the series. Afterthought now being forced to try and pull off the reverse sweep. Can they do it? Dapper going to try and take this one up. Oh, attempted bump there on Mentos. Good opportunities they're looking for here. Sathu taking this one out and away. Trying to see if he can get a little extra touch to get out past that Chaos defense. Following outbound, Shock booms it up high. Trying to get another bump. Oh! And Afterthought, they're starting to really get aggressive on this one.
Yeah, they are. And so many opportunities off the backboard. And if you're Chaos, that's to worry you a little bit because nobody was up to try to bat those away downfield. As Corrupted G now 1v1 against Sathu, but couldn't get it by him.
Yeah, things are starting to look much better here for Afterthought. I'm starting to feel a bit more confident in these guys as the series goes. Again, you have to pull off the reverse sweep, though, so it's a bit of a tall order here for these guys.
Very tough indeed, and actually, Shock there was getting bumped, but still managed to get in front of the ball. And talk about, like, great individual skill to stay on your A-game.
Doing everything they can. Sathu coming down, puts it off to the side to fake out Mektos. Again, just trying to look for ways to get past Dapper. One-on-one, can he take it? No! Again, Corrupted G just proving he's got what it takes as he picks up his Savior medal there. Dapper not quite the touch he was looking for. Opening, but Sathu will keep it safe. Mektos out to the side. Oh, big miss right there, but Shock keeps it safe. And again, these teams just fighting tooth and nail right now for every inch of the field.
Yeah, I know it's going to be very close like this, I guess, for the rest of this game here, Ryan. Think about this, for example. If you're Chaos, like, you do not want to drop this game here. You don't want to give any ounce of momentum to Afterthought. And if you're Afterthought, of course, you're thinking, oh, goodness, we can't let Chaos score. This is going to ruin the start of our season.
Yeah, one goal is really all it can take at this point. I mean, just one goal right here mid-game could be the game decider. So it's going to come down to both teams really working hard. But Sathu takes it up high, dropping it down. Trying to get the follow-through from Shock. That leaves Dapper last man back. He comes firing in. And Afterthought, again, that rotation, it's getting a bit aggressive.
Oh, that's a good pass. Oh!
Sathu loses that challenge. Taroko is up. Oh, and Taroko, he looks deadly coming in like that. Taking it up off the crossbar. Sathu. Back out to the side. Sathu again. Can't get the touch he needs. Shock has to keep it safe. Shot just wide, but Dapper makes a touch. Coming out, we're starting to see Chaos put so many shots up. Sathu taking it out. And Afterthought just cannot get this monkey off their back right now.
Ryan, that's an excellent analogy. And if you take a look at the boost levels for Chaos, they're just always fully loaded. And if you're looking at Afterthought, they're quickly draining. And you can tell just how much pressure is on their defense. They get a little bit of relief here and might have an offensive opportunity, but it looks like Chaos is going to try to bring this right back.
Oh, shots up there. Shock almost able to put it on. But you're right, definitely. With all the boost starving happening there in the blue half, it does make things a bit more difficult here for Afterthought. So again, finally they find themselves in the orange half. They're looking a bit more confident now that they're here.
Yeah, they are, but they got to be careful. Chaos starting to double commit in their own box. That's going to open up some opportunities for Afterthought, and they're starting to get some more offense going for them.
Uh-oh, Taroko throws it up high. Shock trying to control this one out. Does so successfully. No one coming in from Chaos quickly enough, but Dapper keeps it away. Falling out to the corner, Taroko trying to get it past Sathu, can't do it. Dapper just manages to flip and get himself in a better position once more. 24 seconds left, and we are still scoreless.
Yeah, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. 20 seconds in. I knew this game was going to be close because this is almost a match decider right now if Chaos is able to take this, but Afterthought playing very conservatively this game. I kind of like their change in play style here, but there have been quite a bit of opportunities that they let go because of it.
Yeah, at this point, it's definitely golden goal. We're at 0 seconds, and here we go, overtime again.
Goodness, and if overtime favors history, I guess, right here, we're looking at another Chaos win in this series, but we're gonna have to see if Afterthought can bring it back, maybe start the reverse sweep here.
Yeah, and if you're Afterthought, again, like you were saying, this is going to be your chance to try and turn the tides of the battle. Sathu following it out. Shock up. Again, these touches right in front of the net is where you want to kind of hold your breath because it's been worrying watching some of them.
Yeah, it's a little scary for sure, especially when some of the saves that we've seen actually go back towards the net. But that's the kind of angle you need to hit in order to get that ball away.
Corrupted G. Oh, and Sathu almost gets the touch. What on earth? Oh, he drops it down low, but Shock just manages to get that one. Mektos trying to style on him a little bit there. Mektos trying to control this one out. Challenge from Sathu. Goes neutral. Shock up quickly, but again, Corrupted G, he's so great up in the air, keeping it away from this Afterthought team. Mektos just trying to buy time, let the offense kind of set themselves up. Mektos out in the corner. Has to get that challenge on Shock. It goes into dangerous territory. Drops down low.
Corrupted G, man. He's just everywhere in the air. You can see him, and especially on defense. He just pre-jumps like crazy and still manages to make the touches needed to make these crazy saves.
Yeah, and that's the craziest thing is that he's just been able to pull off so many reads consecutively. Because at some point you would think that Afterthought maybe try to pull a fake or something on him, but his reads have just been insane here for Chaos. Roko tries to get the touch. That one looks dangerous, but Shock takes it out to the side. Challenge again, and Chaos, they're starting to get that confidence. They're starting to look more and more aggressive as this goes on. Sathu out to the side. Gets demoed out. Still keeping it safe. Dapper trying to get rid of it. Afterthought struggle to get out of their half. But Demo's starting to come out left and right. Corrupted G, he's the one you want to demo. He's the one you got to take out at this point.
No, absolutely. Corrupted G is playing on fire right now, and so is Mektos. Everyone on this Chaos team, Taroko included, is just on their A game. They know exactly what to do against Afterthought.
Yeah, this team is playing so well. It's very nice to see these guys pulling off such solid defense. But we're now almost 3 minutes in and still have yet to find the single goal we need for this game. Corrupted G tries to get something going there, but he can't do it. Taroko trying to set it up. Oh, and Dapper just misses his touch there on the wall. Sathu has to try and boom it out. Great challenge right there. Neutralizes it with Corrupted G. Uh-oh, and they go for the nice little pass-off up there in the air, but they don't find a whole lot of success with it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and big shout out to Mektos. He was last man back on that play, and he rushes up to keep the ball into the blue half of Afterthought, extending the offensive possession and preventing an Afterthought rally on the other side of the field.
Yeah, and again, that Afterthought rally.
What?
Oh, no!
No way!
How do they keep it safe?
I can't believe that ball danced on the goal line.
You didn't. Oh, my gosh. I totally thought they were going to be able to put that one in. It looked so good, but they all committed, so there was no one able to go for that final fall through necessary. Again, you can't let those moments pass you by. If Afterthought managed to take this, Chaos will be kicking themselves for that one. Shock picks up his Savior Medal. Saphew follows out to the side.
That's a good pass.
Just barely putting that one off. And Chaos, they just keep looking so deadly with every play they make. Sirocco trying to get some going here. Dapper doesn't get a great touch, but it will be sent to the side by Saphew. And finally, they're starting to try and make a push into the blue half, and immediately the offense is thwarted. And that offense, they just can't get it going. And that's the hardest thing that's going here for Afterthought.
Well, here's the thing, Chaos, they're just getting demos like crazy out there. Every time you see the possession change, someone gets demolished on the side of Afterthought, and it just kills the play where it stands.
Yeah, and again, that's Afterthought need every bit of help they can get at this point because they just can't seem to get anything going. Because Chaos, again, they're just playing so dominant right now. Saphew gets a touch there, sends it off to the side. Shock trying to get up on this one. Mektos a bit aggressive in his position, but he will slow down the play. Sirocco back. Corrupted G trying to follow through.
That's a good opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Dapper can't push it through. That one had so much promise. There's a shot attempt from Shock. But still nothing good, and Afterthought starting to turn the tables. Punch down by Shock, trying to meet Dapper up high. Saphew can't beat him on that ball. Shock again, there to push it through. We are now approaching 6 minutes of this overtime's been going on for.
This is a long game, of course.
And it's all for one goal.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, the only goal that will be scored in this game after 10 minutes of Rocket League action, 11 minutes now. And goodness, I can't even tell you who's going to take this one.
Yeah, I mean, both teams just fighting tooth and nail to get this one through. Dapper tries to get the touch there, goes out to the side. Looking for that follow through. Shock tries to pass it out. Looking for Saphew. Great challenge there by Shock, but it doesn't go in their favor. Corrupted G tries to control it. Dapper's going to take him out. Gives them a little bit of time here on the defense. And that's one of the things that both teams, I think, are doing very well is just this delay defense at times. I think that's extremely necessary in both teams. They pull it off very well.
Yeah, they do. And again, they're getting back in position. I haven't seen rotation broken yet on the side of defense. I've seen it broken a lot because Chaos has just been demolishing everyone on Afterthought and it's preventing them from creating any meaningful possession. As Shock has an opportunity. Here comes Saphew as he scores! The passing defense routed. Everyone taken away from the goal line. What happened?
What a drop down from Shock to Saphew. And just a little bit too much speed there on Mektos. 6 minutes and 59 seconds. You know, if this doesn't turn the tides, I don't know what will. Afterthought, understatement, they fought for this one. 17 shots for one goal.
That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, big props to the Chaos defense for that one. Oh my goodness. But we're going to be going to a game 4, folks. And an unlikely game 4. Excuse me, that I don't think what we were really prepared to see. Because Chaos was just playing like super well.
Yeah.
But now Afterthought in a perfect position to start bringing out that broom for the reverse sweep.
Yeah, again, if you're gonna do whatever, this is the best time to start turning the tides. But again, just that defense from Chaos, it can't be understated how solid it was. They have been killing it with that. And despite this loss, they need to make sure that they don't loosen up on that, because throughout that entire match, there wasn't a moment that I really felt that Afterthought were in control. Majority of the time, it felt like Chaos had control of that match.
Well, here's the thing about it. All it takes is one mistake, and Afterthought capitalized on it. That's how devastatingly good they are as a team. They will find your weakness and make you pay for it.
And so here we go. Game number 4, Afterthought starting to make their push for the reverse sweep. Can they pull it off here after a huge win there in game 3? Shot on target. Dapper makes the save. Mektos tries to drop it down low. Dapper trying to follow out and away. Can't get it. Mektos goes for a shot attempt, but Shock gonna send it off to the side. And we talked about some of the things that Afterthought need to do moving through these games, about what they need to improve on. But what are some tidbits you have here for Chaos? Because again, we talked about how good they're doing, but is there anything that they can improve on?
For Chaos, I just see them taking this ball way too many times around that corner, above that goal line. You know Shock's always going to be there on that backboard defense. You need to start creating more pass plays, 1-2 shot attempts. I think that's what really excels on their half, and that's the kind of goals that they've been able to score on this Afterthought defense.
Yeah, having those quick 1-2 follow-ups, those are so devastating. And more teams, once you start doing those, if you can do them with a lot of purpose, oh man, those things are just devastating. So Mektos up and out. Shock tries to control this one. Can't get it past Corrupted G. And again, his defense has just been on fire today. Dapper, or Sathy, throwing it up to Shock. Shock out and down. Sathy tries to break through that defense, but again, Corrupted G is in the way. Dapper sends it up high. Shock looking for the pass out. Was trying to see if he could maybe kick it out to Sathy. Oh, in the opening right there, but Dapper pivots back just in time.
Dapper, cool, calm, and collective there. Gets the save. Not unlike that save attempt previously where he owned goals. He's cleaned it up quite a bit here, Ryan. He's making sure that ball doesn't go in the net.
Yeah, I mean, that defense from Afterthought, it has gotten so much better as this series has gone on. And I think that's a little bit worrying here for Chaos. Going up into the side. Corrupted G throws it out. Shock putting it out to the side. Trying to see if he can get the pass off to Sathy. Sathy with a shot. Double commit comes out from Chaos. But it is taken out and away. Shock there with it. Trying to follow this one through. Gets it past. Looking to try and fake out Taroko.
Oh, wow. Take a look at this shot from Shock here, because he basically just brought this one all the way downtown. It's Taroko was in position, but turned the wrong way, folks. He tried to get at that ball. I think he should have tried to take a longer approach to make it to the net. Could have had maybe a potential save opportunity, but when you give Shock that much room, it's hard to stop him.
Oh yeah, when you give any player at this level that much space to work with, you're in for a rough time. I mean, all these players, they are so solid mechanically that, again, you just can't be giving that type of space. But we are now past halftime, 1-0. Afterthought, I believe this is probably the first time they've gotten the lead, actually.
I think it might be, actually, Ryan. So this is good. It means that the table is flipping for them. And they're making more opportunities for themselves, and they're taking advantage of those opportunities. That's something I saw earlier in games 1 and 2 here. They had the chances, but they couldn't finish. Now they're getting those opportunities and taking them.
Yeah, and that's so refreshing to see for these guys, because, again, we saw them missing a lot of opportunities really early on, but they're starting to tighten it up. They're settling in a bit more as this goes on, which is looking really good for them. Dapper gets that challenge, trying to see if he can go in for a second one. Shock gets the great read right there. Boomer right down onto the backboard. Sathy will keep it safe. Up is Shock. Mektos drops it down low. Sathy, he's got time to work with it. Goes for the pass off to Dapper. Goes off the backboard. Oh, and there's no follow through there to try and make anything of that. But that was such a huge opening there for Afterthought to try and work with.
Yeah, and again, those are the kind of shots I actually want to see more from Chaos because it's not working on the Afterthought defense. But Afterthought bringing it right back to them and saying, like, here, we'll give you a quick tutorial on how to score.
Yeah, these guys can tutor you all day long in that. Dapper going up on the wall. We have all three right there in net. That's not looking good, but Dapper keeps it safe. And again, when you bunch up the defense like that, you are in for a rough time.
Yeah, everyone is in the same spot. You can see them all hesitate. They don't know what's going to happen, don't know what to do. Dapper did all he could to get that ball outside, but Taroko playing janitor, cleaning up there. Under a minute left. We have a tie game, and oh my goodness, we can see our fourth overtime.
Ooh-wee. You know, if it goes on as long as the last one, we'll see. But both teams, again, this just means so much to each of them. To start off your season with that 1-0. Shock gets the challenge right there. Doesn't go in a great position. Corrupted G drops it down low. Dapper's with it. Shock trying to get it past. Quick 1-2, pass and go. Not going to be good enough. Sathu puts it out to the side. Trying to delay, but Corrupted G is there. And we may see overtime. We're at 0 seconds. And here we go, another overtime.
So let's see if this one will last 7 minutes or not, Ryan. We'll have to see what happens, but a lot of momentum in the favor of Chaos now. But Afterthought started this game hot. Let's see if they can reel it back in.
Hopefully they can. Going out to the side. Looking for someone to come in on that ball. Sathy tries to push it through. Coming down, Dapper booms it out. And again, we see a challenge right there up on the wall from Taroko. Coming through his Corrupted G. And again, his challenges have been flawless all series long. He's one you really have to be looking out for if you're on this Afterthought defense.
Yeah, he's been super critical for this team, and I think overall, this Chaos squad has been playing very well, exceeding, I know this is a very fantastic squad, but they're absolutely exceeding my expectations for how well they're gelling together. And you know what? They're doing their new org proud. They just announced they're joining Chaos today, and you know what? What a better way to announce that than with a win.
I mean, what better way to justify being picked up, you know? You pick up that win on arguably one of, again, like we said before, this team has a lot on their shoulders in Afterthought. But there's the shot to Sathu.
Let's take another look at this one. This is an excellent pass here from Shock. That was going to go straight down to Dapper. I thought it would get more power, but Sathu, of course, playing third man and playing positioning so well as Dapper was getting interference in the goal, allowing for that free shot on the net. Afterthought on the brink of reverse sweeping. And you know, the more that happens in this game, Ryan, the more Vaudeville is gonna have to talk to us about in the intermission between these series, because oh my goodness, there's a lot.
Oh yeah, he's getting a smorgasbord of things to talk about right now. I mean, he's got plenty to pick at on this one. But right now, Afterthought securing the game-winning goal with a full team play right there, and that's what it's gonna take almost to win this game is who can get the full team involved the quickest. You can't be playing these games where it's one man really kind of pulling off the show. Again, we talked about how great Corrupted G's been doing, but Taroko and Mektos have really been doing their fair share of work as well here. And I mean, again, both these teams, whoever wins, I really can't say I'm going to argue about it because whoever gets this one, they've definitely earned it at this point.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if we can get a fourth overtime in this series. I believe games 1, 3, and now 4 have all been overtimes here, Ryan. So just a lot of Rocket League, a lot of extra Rocket League that these players are just like, they're probably excited to play because, hey, why not? There's more screen time for them. More. But also, I bet it's very stressful too because it's like, oh my goodness, we got to play picture perfect defense or else something bad's going to happen.
You also have to think about it from Afterthought's perspective. They've now had to win 2 overtimes in a row where literally one goal determines whether you keep going or if you're done for the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And already on the defense here, it's Afterthought. Dapper has to make the save there, Ryan. I'm going to throw it back to you, but goodness, what a way to start here for Chaos.
Yeah, definitely putting in some work. Corrupted G throws it up high. Sathu up there on the back wall. Back out to Roko. Shock trying to push the play forward. Can't get through. Going out to the side. Trying to drop it down. Mektos there in the mid with it. Trying to get some nice control. Can't get that second touch, but there's an opening for Corrupted G. Sathu keeps it safe. Sathu back out. Shock trying to get that pass off the corner, but Taroko in the way. Corrupted G getting a pass off himself here. Looks for an opening. Can't quite do it though. And right now, we were talking about it already, but Afterthought, their defense has been looking really solid.
Yeah, it hasn't. Nothing really has deviated since game number 3 when they started this reverse sweep. They've been on point since, Ryan, and they're not stopping.
Oh yeah, they are showing no signs of hopping off this train anytime soon. Up off the crossbar, Shock taking it out to the side. Corrupted G forces it back over to him. Trying to look for the follow-up from his teammate, can't do it though. Corrupted G once more trying to push the offense, and he's really starting to generate a lot of these pushes here for Chaos. Mektos goes for a challenge there against Dapper. Oh, huge bomb!
No way!
Sathu,
wow,
looking good.
Yeah, let's take another look at this bump, and this is why you gotta play this aggressive style offense, because Corrupted G, he was gonna make the save, and Dapper says, nope, I'm launching you way into the corner, making it so easy for my boy Sathu to take the shot on net. It's 1-0 Afterthought.
And this Afterthought team is starting to look so good as they just gel on every single play they're going for. Dapper getting that crucial bump here for them. So again, Afterthought have the lead. Sathu challenges up high against Corrupted G. Not quite sure where Dapper was going on that one. Mektos tries to get this one for him. Shock stops it, but again, the defense caught flat-footed there for a moment.
And this is the second time, or maybe even third time we've seen this in this series, where you have bodies in net. And of course, Dapper was blocked a little bit by Mektos. It made it for an easy shot by Taroko. But these are things you have to clean up if you're Afterthought. Everyone's saying this is the #1 team here in the Rivals series. Well, they still have a ton to improve upon before they can justify that label.
Yeah, they've definitely got some work to do at the moment. They're focusing on this last 2 minutes and 45 seconds, though. Trying to find that one goal they need. Shot from Sathu, saved by Taroko. Down by Dapper. Shock tries to boom it down. Sathu back in the corner, picking up some boost. So looking for that follow-through from Dapper and Shock. Mektos caught himself in an awkward position here, so Sathu's going to be able to control it. Gets the shot down to the side. Dapper slowing it down. Neutral challenge right here goes in favor of Afterthought. We're now past halftime. And again, just one goal here can really determine who's going to take it. Sathu falling down. Can't get past Taroko. Dapper comes in for another bump, but doesn't find success.
Yeah, and you can see Taroko lining up for that save, but he saw Dapper in his periphery area. He was able to adjust his card just so he can not only get the dodge on it, but doesn't even matter. As Sathu to Shock, it's 2-1.
And this one comes at a blistering speed. Shock quick to receive that from Sathu. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Having the comms, making sure that everyone is where they need to be for these types of plays. So Afterthought, they are, again, this reverse sweep, they are making the case in full. Shock with a very crucial save right there. Picks up his savior medal.
Corrupted G, he had anywhere he wanted to put that ball in the net, but he elected to put it just right into Shock there. Could have maybe had better shot placement, could have led to a goal. But unfortunately for him, could not find purchase.
Minute 20 left on the clock here. Afterthought trying to maintain this lead. The Corrupted G goes for a shot downfield. Taroko tries to get himself a little redirect. Instead opts for a bump, creates an opening, but Mektos can't put it on target.
Yeah, he's going to be kicking himself for that one, and Taroko might be as well. Those 2 shots just barely missing open opportunities.
And we're starting to see Chaos find that aggression again that they had once before. And if you get that thing going again, you wake that beast once more for them. Afterthought is going to have a lot more work on their hands for this last little bit of time.
Yeah, but it could be just a little bit too late here. I might be eating my own words, but Mactosi had the net and he throws it right over.
Still 35 seconds, and as we've seen with these games, these guys can put goals at 12 seconds, 0 seconds. This thing will go to the wire. Shock putting it out into the corner. Taking it downfield, quick shot! Oh, and Dapper just gets to it in time. Back down, Shock throws it out. Corrupted G trying to slow down the play, gets challenged there. He will keep it safe on the shot there, though. They've got to make one final push here into the blue half. Making great headway here. Dapper tries to slow it down, not good enough. And that is going to do it. Afterthought pull off the reverse sweep here against Team Chaos.
Goodness gracious, Ryan. We were all in the Chaos training for the first 2 games, and we were saying, oh, that's gonna be a great way to start the season, a 3-0 sweep. But Afterthought was like, hold on, we do not like this narrative at all. We're gonna rewrite this storyline right here, folks. Give you that reverse sweep. And goodness, Afterthought showing why they're one of the best teams here in the rival series is because they can just change their style under pressure. There's no better way to do that than in a reverse sweep, of course, and just really bringing it to Chaos. And we saw glimpses of the Afterthought team in the first 2 games, and we were just thinking, Ryan, like, what's going on? Yeah. But then they brought it back together.
No, there were several times that we were kind of questioning what's happening with this Afterthought team. Their rotation wasn't looking quite right, but they fixed it all up again at that one pivoting point in the almost 7-minute overtime.
Oh, gosh.
That's crazy. Let's give it back to our boy Vaudible, though. But Vod, Nick, what happened?
Yeah, that was a series, to say the least. And it was about as much as we expected. Every single game, all 5 of them are going 1-goal differential at the end, 3 overtimes. Great to see how close both these teams are. We saw it with the votes as well in chat. I think it was like 48% for Afterthought at the end of it. But one thing, and you mentioned it, George, what really shifted for Afterthought after those first 2 games? Because their defense and their rotations was subpar at best.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Their defense didn't really improve per se, but they just had a lot more ball time in the offensive half. They were able to bring the ball all the way downfield against Chaos, and Chaos just couldn't get the clears necessary to remain on offense. And you can tell that things were starting to slow down, and that momentum was starting to drip away out of that Chaos glass. And I got to tell you, Chaos should have won this series in Game 3. They should have won this series and put it away, but they just completely lost it from there.
Yeah, and they were looking...
7 minutes, man.
It's just crazy, and that was the thing, too, though, is we saw that rotation there in the first 2 games. It wasn't looking that great, but the big thing that came with Afterthought here is they rose to the occasion. They really did start tacking down that rotation, filling in the spots more accordingly. And it wasn't until that overtime that they really started to hammer in the rotation appropriately. And that is where everything changed in the storyline here.
We also saw so many more shots for Chaos compared to Afterthought. Like, looking at the end of that last game, there's only 3 shots total. 2 of them went in for Afterthought, whereas Chaos, it feels like they kind of just gave up on their defense. They're just like, okay, we just got to get these goals on. And somehow, some way, Afterthought was able to do it. Do you think the overtime, how long it was, almost 7 minutes, Ryan, I'll toss this one to you. Do you think that was the real difference? Because that must have weighed heavily on Chaos, especially motivation-wise after losing that.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we talk about with Rocket League often, is it is such a mental game. And you go into a 7-minute overtime like that, where literally you just need the 1 goal to win the whole series and go home for the day. That's all they needed. And the second you drop that in such a crucial game, I mean, you just see the entire shift in mentality between both the teams. And that's really where the story kind of played itself out.
Crazy to see how everything came down to the wire. Last game, 1 goal difference, 3 separate overtimes. And that's just the first matchup of the day. We still have 3 more remaining. The next one, we are going to take a little bit of a break, so stay tuned for Bull Send versus Upper 90. You don't want to miss it. This is the North American Rival Series B stream, and we'll be right back after a short break.